Hey dolls, I am back with you today, and let me just tell you right off the bat that I am freaking angry. Why, you ask? Because the simps on Twitter are at it again, trying to cancel not one, but two influencers in a single day. I swear these people have nothing better to do with their lives. First, they want to cancel Noah Beck for being homophobic and for finally kissing Dixie D'Amelio. And then, they want to cancel my girl Addison Rae for having a Trump hoodie in her room. Now, I know all these sound really bad, but stick with me gals because I'm about to spill the full and exclusive tea about all of this. I promise you, there's a plausible explanation for all these. But first, a simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We are giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's all your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. Let's start with Addison Rae having a Trump hoodie in her room. Netizens first noticed this when Addie posted a selfie with her messy room in the background. You know the one, dolls, the one where she begged for help organizing her room. A lot of people on Twitter, mostly boys who think they're too good for someone like my girl Addison, overly criticized our doll for being messy, and basically told her to stop being lazy and clean the room herself. Addison was obviously just kidding, dolls. As if she'd let anyone into her bedroom, much less ask them to clean it for her. I swear, people on Twitter need to learn how to take a joke every now and then, and besides, her room wasn't even that messy to begin with. And the fact that Addie was already suffering from just a little clutter tells us, dolls, that she's accustomed to her stuff being super tidy and organized, right, dolls? Anyway, I digress, but while I was on that Twitter thread defending Addison to the teeth, I noticed that there were a handful of people who noticed something weird in Addie's room. And I swear, I almost had a heart attack, you guys, because when I looked closely, true enough, there was a piece of clothing on Addie's floor that eerily looked like Trump's famous MAGA sweaters. I was like, what? Is my girl Addison a Trump supporter? I mean, if she was, I'm just gonna say you do you, but it's so weird for someone like Addison to support Trump right now when he's literally trying to shut down TikTok. You know, Addison's entire livelihood and income source? I was super ready to come and educate that girl, you dolls, but fortunately, someone was brave enough to just speak up and ask Addison if it was indeed a Trump hoodie or a Trump flag on her floor. With bated breath, I waited and waited until our fave girl finally replied and said, "Psych, of course, it had nothing to do with Trump. The red, white, and blue thing was actually an Old Navy beach towel from way back Wednesday." Hilarious, right, dolls? Apparently, Addison's mom loves buying 4th of July souvenirs for the whole family because July 4th is also the birthday of Addie's dad. So this particular beach towel that bears great resemblance to the Trump MAGA flag was actually from 2010 and has been with Addison even before Trump first ran for the presidency. Isn't that such a relief? But wait, that's not the only reason people are trying to cancel Addison right now. It's getting super tiring, I swear, you guys. This time, it's for a silly selfie trend called the fox eye. Addie's not even the first influencer to get in trouble for this. I swear, dolls, just steer clear of this selfie pose if you don't want to get canceled. So what exactly is this fox eye trend? Well, it's a certain pose where you kind of put a finger or two to lift one of your eyebrows. I have no idea why people find this adorable, dolls, when all it does is make your eyes look smaller. So naturally, white people doing this does not look good because it seems like they're mocking Asians. I mean, you see my point, right, loves? So first it was Emma Chamberlain and Bryce Hall who got called out for doing the foxy eye trend, but influencers just kept on doing it. It was especially bad when Addison did it because, in case you forgot, she was already on thin ice and has been seriously accused of being racist before. Jeez Louise, remember when she played the guess your age game with Bryce? They were trying to guess the age of people based on their pictures, and when Bryce couldn't venture a guess because he said it's hard to guess the age of Asians just by looking at them, Addison replied that there's no way he could be sure that she's Asian, because for all he knew, the woman could be Korean. Isn't that crazy? And now she's doing the fox eye? I mean, I love this girl so much, but sometimes it just feels like she wants to be in trouble. It's frustrating, dolls, I promise. Anyway, there's one other super famous influencer who's getting called out for doing the fox eye. Charli D'Amelio stans. You can relax now because it's not your queen, but her sister, Dixie D'Amelio. What? But I thought Dixie was one of the good girls. Well, I thought so too, you dolls. And this is not even the biggest controversy everyone's talking about that involves Dixie. The biggest, most exquisite tea about her right now is the real score of her relationship with Noah Beck. If you watch my previous videos, you already know that people are like shipping these two all the time because of how close they are and how frequently they're seen out and about, like they're secretly dating. But with this latest viral video that a fan uploaded, I think it's all but confirmed that these two are actually a thing. I mean, it's kinda hard to deny that there's something going on when they're so brazenly kissing each other in the middle of a busy buffet, right? Wait, what? Yes, you heard that right. People are going crazy with this fan-taken video showing Dixie and Noah Beck pecking at each other during lunch. But wait, if you look closely, it doesn't seem like their lips actually touched. Although it's hard to see because at one point a burly man walked in front of them, blocking the view of whoever was taking the video. But from where we're watching, it does seem like Dixie was going in for the kiss. But then suddenly remembered that they're in front of hundreds of people in that busy buffet, so she just played it cool and made it seem like she was just trying to get near to hear whatever it was that Noah was whispering to her. But she did have a hand on the back of Noah's neck, caressing it ever so softly. Somehow, it's getting harder and harder to believe that these two are just friends. And the way Dixie literally puts her lips close to Noah's, I just don't think friends are supposed to do that. To add fuel to the fire, Noah's own sister went on a liking spree on TikTok, drawing tons of attention to the comments that are basically confirming that Noah and Dixie shippers had it right all this time. One comment even called Noah's sister Charli D'Amelio's future sis-in-law, and she liked it. So, what is so controversial about this? Well, just the fact that Dixie and Noah have been denying that there's anything going on between them but friendship. Dolls, we do not like it when influencers lie to us, right? Even if they still don't confirm their relationship moving forward, it's highly unlikely that anyone will believe them. I mean, if Dixie's former man, Griffin, knows that something's up, don't you think we should trust his instincts? But when Griffin decided to speak up, Charli shot him down and simply said no. I swear, dolls, there's something super fishy about Charli appearing to be mad about these speculations involving her sister. Could it be that the rumors are true and she has the hots for Noah Beck too? Well, if you ask me, dolls, I'm gonna say the sisters can definitely do better. You wanna know why? Hold on to your coasters because this tea is scalding. It's because Noah Beck is a big old homophobe. Yes, seriously. I'm not even gonna make a joke about it because this issue is dead serious. If you read back into Noah's timeline, you're gonna see that he liked a ton of questionable tweets that bring a lot of shade into his character as a person. Like for instance, he liked a tweet that said, "I'm gonna say it, the LGBTQ community is annoying ASF." Another tweet he liked said this, "Bro, the LGBTQT community is effing out of control in this generation. Y'all dragging this effing comedian through the mud for a joke he said in 2010 about his biggest fear is his son growing up gay. Y'all gotta cut this sensitive bull stuff and learn to effing laugh." Obviously, dolls, I had to clean up the language a bit because we're trying to keep things kid-friendly around here, but you can imagine how crass and hateful the language used in the original tweet was. I don't care what Noah can say in defense, but the fact that he liked these tweets kinda makes it look like he agrees with the sentiment. Disappointing much, right, dolls? We all know the D'Amelio sisters are great allies and would never stand for anyone bullying a minority group on Twitter, so in my opinion, they better steer clear of this Noah guy before he drags their good name across the mud. And for those who are saying we shouldn't judge Noah Beck for liking those tweets years ago, let me just point out that he didn't like those tweets 10 years ago. Not even 5 years ago. Nope, he liked those mean tweets just last year, in 2019. I mean, are homophobes still allowed to exist? I am stressed. I can see why the hashtag Noah Beck is over party trended after news of this tweet liking spree spread. Well, that's it for today's tea time. I'll get back to you dolls when we've got a formal apology to scrutinize. Anyway, that wraps up the video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Toodles!